I'm Paul Darley, and thanks for tuning into our November issue of Inside Darley. We've been trying to share with you as much statistical information as possible to better help you run your business, your fire department, perhaps your city. And I think one of the best pieces of information that's available we've attached for you here, and it's an annual report put out by the National League of Cities, and it's a report on America's cities where they went and surveyed these cities and summarized this into an 8-page report. And in short, the message is grim, so don't shoot the messenger on this thing. But in short, they're saying municipalities today are really getting hit on the revenue side, and most municipalities are heavily reliant on real estate tax income for their budgets, but they're also reliant on sales tax and income tax. But this year in particular, with the depressed housing market on the real estate side, they're really seeing the crunch like never before. And if you look at this chart here, which shows the last several recessions and how deep that revenue decrease has been, it's really significant. You also add on top of that, consumers aren't spending, so their sales tax revenue is down and their income tax revenue is down because people aren't hiring as they have historically. When you look to the expenditure side, municipalities are really getting the 1-2 punch. On the expenditure side, their two biggest spiraling costs are pensions and welfare, are pensions and healthcare costs. So, and not much that they can do about those. And interestingly enough, they cite their third most increasing cost is being in public safety, which obviously includes fire and emergency as well as police. But I think probably the most interesting thing in this entire report is if you go to page 7, it talks a lot about the lag that municipalities feel in relation to the rest of the economy because of this cycle of collecting taxes and all. And historically on Inside Darley, we've been talking about a lag of anywhere from 18 to 24 months. And this report's really confirming that. And if you look at the United States statistical information on that, we went into a recession, at least statistically, in December of 2007 and came out of it supposedly in June of 2009, that if you were to add 18 months to that, hey, you would say that January of 2011, our municipalities should be back up and running at full strength. But with this housing crunch this year, that doesn't look to be the case. Most of the customers we're talking to, and I'll tell you, I take a pretty optimistic view, but a realistic view, are saying 2011 from a municipal end is going to continue to be a very difficult year. And if you're like us, you're probably looking at non-municipal markets for your business, whether it's volunteers, export markets perhaps. And our company just got back from Fire China, where we had one of the largest booths on display there, a very strong market for Darley. And while there and in the other Asian countries that I visited during that trip, probably the product of Darley's that these customers are most excited about was our purifier systems. So we've actually attached for you here a PDF file that hopefully you can download and share with your team that talks to, brings you up to date on some of the things that we're doing with purifiers, our purifier product line. And if you'd like a copy of this price list or specifications or operator's manuals, please write to us. We'll be happy to send the detailed information on our purified product line to you. And as you look at this chart to my side here with respect to where drinking water is going to be a challenge throughout the world over the next 15 years, certainly America is not immune to this water crisis. And while the need for water purifications may immediately be greater in other parts of the world, it certainly is coming to the United States and is here certainly in certain parts as well. Just in closing, if you're like us this time of year, you're probably spending a lot of time on your 2011 budgets, 2011 business plan and strategies. We've just attached a good article for you that was in the Bloomberg report. It's put out by Jill Morin, just 9 simple rules for rebooting your company. So I'd encourage you to maybe download that and share that with your team. Nothing really that's a revelation there, but it talks again about, hey, rethinking your business models and motivating your troops and really executing. So hopefully some good ideas that you can use there. So thanks for tuning into this issue of Inside Darley. If there's anything that we can be doing to support you, we hope you'll reach out to us.